Welcome to Loudmouth Live Presents Special Edition. This is something different. I'm trying something new. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I had talked to other people about it, but it just never came to fruition. So I'm glad to present to you guys. It's untitled now, so I don't know what the fuck to call it. There's no name. I'm trying to. I told my co-host. That's one of the surprises. I told my co-host that we'll figure out the name of the podcast or whatever live cast. The thing. So it's not an interview. I'm not interviewing somebody, even though those Loudmouth Lives are not fucking interviews. They're just shooting the shit. We actually have some topics, and I want to welcome my co-host Natalia Hawthorne.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Like that.
Yeah, say hi to me. You're just saying hi to me right now. Nobody.
Hi, Joe. Nice to talk to you.
Everybody, right? No. Everybody just is lame, and they have a job where they can't, they don't have freedom to do what we can. Well, I don't have that freedom either. I'm off today. So.
I work when I want to work, so there's that.
Yeah, you have white privilege,
Yeah.
There's that. White privilege.
And I'm a female, so.
Mm-hmm. White female privilege.
Yeah.
Man. So, we don't have a name for this. We were going to come up with it as we went. I see you're bringing on guests on the show without permission already. I see this is...
Always here.
This is... watch our views go up now just because of the dog.
I know, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Tag his Instagram in it.
Oh, God. Yeah, we're going to tag him in it, yeah. So, make sure you follow Natalia Hawthorne. That's Natalia Hawta, whatever. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you'll figure it out. Her name's there. Some of you guys are going to stalk her, and it's cool. If you're a guy, slip some dick pics in her DMs. Don't be shy to slide in her DMs. She is single. If you live in Birmingham, she lives by herself. That dog is not dangerous at all. Her address is.
Just list it all out there.
I'll be put it all out.
Next week's episode. It'll be great.
If you walk in and make a straight left, I just map out your house for him. Uh-oh. Is that my Wi-Fi or is that yours?
What?
Was that my Wi-Fi or is that yours?
No, I just got a phone call. So.
Oh, man. Yeah, I had to put mine on Do Not Disturb because nobody ever texts or calls me except when I'm on live. That's when everybody waits. People I haven't talked to in like 3 months. They want to return my calls or texts while because it goes into your iPad too.
Well, I just put Do Not Disturb on my phone, so we'll see if it works. I'm very not inclined.
Basically what I wanted to get out of the show, I think I told you this, I wanted to get like a woman's and a man's perspective on things, and even though you have like the worst woman's perspective, you basically have a man's perspective. Woman. But you get shout out to Killing Be Cool from Atlanta. That's my guy right there. He has he got like this freestyle thing, right? Oh, he also produces a bunch of shows and stuff. But he has this freestyle comedy thing, man. It's one of the best things. One of the most fun I had, man. I just wish I would have went like a little more prepared or just been a little less nervous, But like that's because I was a rapper first. I don't know if I ever showed you one of my rap videos, but I have rap videos from my early 20s.
Oh God, that sounds awful.
I recorded the songs myself and the videos myself, and it's not as bad as you would think they are. But I can't show you. I can't show you without me being there because I can't give links to that or anything. It has to be just seen from my phone. You can't see titles or anything. I'll send it to you, and she just can't see it without. I can't send it to her. Like it's just a one-time burn, and watching it burn after reading.
Right now.
Yeah, like your phone. Like if I send it to her, it's gonna have like a bomb attached to it. We're just self-destructing in 2 minutes.
I'll film the whole thing, screen record it. It'll be great. What are you drinking?
I'm sipping on some apple juice.
What time is it there? It's 11 in the morning?
Is that what you're gonna do? Judge me? Well, if I was smart, I would have put it in a coffee cup like you.
Yeah.
Nobody would judge me with your vodka in there.
It's great. This is a
Nah,
morning show, okay?
nah, man. I get nervous talking to girls, so I have to get drunk.
Oh, okay.
Nah, but yeah, the whole point was just, I wanted to have a female co-host, one to check me on my toxic masculinity. That's one. And two, to check me on my stupidity. It's basically just to keep me in check. I just need, I need that female. Hey, Gio, you're going too far, because you already know me.
So I'm your podcast mom?
Yeah, basically, you're just gonna basically babysit me while I talk. I'm not gonna let you talk at all. You're just gonna let me talk, and you're just gonna be like the judge, like object, and then
Like, no, stop.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, but so yeah, we was gonna talk about sugar daddies and sugar babies. That was the topic we agreed on. That's the first topic, and the second topic is period sex. Not just not just having sex with somebody you're comfortable with, but if anybody has ever had sex, like the first time they had sex with a person was on their period.
Like a one night stand Tinder hookup date, like same date.
Period sex.
The car behind
Yes.
the restaurant, period sex.
A one night stand, hit it and quit it, period sex. Has anybody ever done that?
Like you've talked to the person less than a week, you don't even know their last name, that kind of period sex.
Yes, like you have like your first time they're putting it inside of you, first time you're seeing their penis is during your period, and they see the pad and the thing, or the girl might go to the bathroom, like, hey, I'm gonna go take it off real quick. I don't know, whatever.
But
the girls usually go to the bathroom, like, let me, clean up a little bit and then get a towel, And do you use a towel the first time? No, of course we do. But wouldn't that be weird? Like the first time you're hooking up, I guess we're gonna go into the period sex first. Wouldn't it be weird? Wouldn't it be weird to like just sit there and like it's the first time hooking up with a person and you just there's a towel involved? Like let's hold on. Wouldn't that mess up?
I mean, there's a towel involved in cleanup anyway.
Yeah, but I feel like the first time. Yeah, I guess, because even putting.
I get that you lay a towel out. I guess. I don't know. Like, I've never hooked up with someone the first time with like periods. Like, I don't see a problem with it. Like, if that's your thing, do it.
But it's usually the girl that doesn't want. Like, I think I would have. Like the first time, the girl's just like, "Nah, I'm on my period," and then like a part of me, like subconscious, is like, "Well, is she using her period as an excuse?" Like a girl has told me that she faked a period. She wore a pad. She wore a pad. Huh?
Well, I guess some people still wear pads.
Well, yeah, not everybody's comfortable with, shoving cotton, plugging themselves. They rather just, use a Band-Aid instead of a plug.
There's like alternatives. There's like, I think they're made of silicone. They're like little cups or something. I've never used it.
Oh, the Dixie cups, Diva cups. No, not Dixie cups, Diva cups. They're called Dixie cups in the South.
Your vagina.
They're Dixie cups if you're racist. For racists right next, they're called Dixie cups.
Called Dixie cups. All right.
Yeah. But now the next question is, do you use a condom for period sex, first time period sex?
Well, I mean, it's a condom period. Like, if it's someone that you're hooking up with, the one and done deal, you need to be using a condom because you don't know what they've got. They could have lied about getting tested. You don't know. It's gross.
I mean, sometimes you just have to have faith and trust people.
I don't trust anyone. I'm not going to sleep with anybody I don't know and I'm not use a condom.
I mean, out of
the baby.
Out of the 5 girls I've slept with in my whole entire life,
0 condoms.
I've only caught chlamydia twice. So 2 out of 5, not bad. 3 out of 5, that's more than 50% success rate.
You say a success rate?
Well, safe rate, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the right words for it.
Hang on, I gotta plug this in.
Yeah, I think we're I don't think there's anything else I can want to ask now. It's just going to turn into like an AIDS debate. Can you get AIDS? Can you get double AIDS if they're on their period because it's blood and sex? You
You
just
can
get
only get
full blown.
it's not a like 2-for-1 deal. It's a
But
like if
what,
you get AIDS.
like you get full blown AIDS if you have sex with a girl who has AIDS on her period. It just goes full blown as soon as like you just start coughing right after.
You know, with AIDS right after period sex.
You just like
No.
shrivel up while you're in her.
Ew. I don't want to think about that. You're ruining period sex for me, Gio.
We're talking about one night stand period sex. There's a difference.
I mean, yeah. So you need to use a condom. You need to throw a towel down. But like, I don't see a problem with it. Like, you're not gonna see him again. What does it matter?
So has a guy ever tried to have sex with you on your period?
On my first date? No.
But like, do you be like, oh, I'm on my period, and he stops?
I normally like on the first date don't make it to bed with the guy.
But we're talking about one night. All right. You mean one night stand where you just have sex with once and never?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I mean, one night stand means like I met them that night, had sex with them that night, and never saw them again that night. That's like a real one night stand.
Yeah, that's a real one night stand. I'm trying to think if I've had like a real one night stand.
That's a goal.
Like, months later, like I hook back up with them, you know.
I had a one afternoon stand.
A one afternoon stand.
Yeah, I met her in the morning. We had sex in the afternoon, and then we
You hang out all day?
No, well, we was at a resort. It was a resort, Dominican Republic. And,
like in between bingo and charades, you guys met up and hooked up in a janitor's closet, and then.
No, man, Dominican resorts was pretty lit, man. It was like between the foam party and the topless beach volleyball tournament. I was at the topless, but that's what it's lit. You go to Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, all that shit. That shit is lit out there. And the only thing I didn't like is that she was Dominican, but she was a Dominican from New York. So it was like,
So she was like your sister, basically. And you were
we're basically cousins. You know what I mean?
Oh, you were second cousins?
Yeah, we were second. No, we were first cousins. We were first cousins. Yeah. That's how I learned how to finger a girl. First cousin.
Ew!
No, that's a joke. That's a joke. I learned how to eat pussy like that. No, that's a joke. I'm joking.
Oh, you said that was your mom, didn't you?
My mom
so
would
you sleep with someone first date, one night stand, if she was on her period?
If it didn't smell.
It's gonna smell like blood.
If it didn't smell, some people smell worse. You know, their pH balance, they smell a little worse when they're on their period.
Okay.
It's not necessarily blood, because I've had sex with girls and like I've only smelled the blood after the fact. You know what I mean? And when I'm cleaning my stuff off. Huh?
So it's probably like early on in their period.
No, I mean like lights off and it feels like she's peeing on me. Like just wet.
You're like,
just super wet. Yeah.
I don't have to do any foreplay and it was ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I've ruined a lot of clothes, man. I ruined the bathroom carpet like that. We were having sex in the bathroom and we had the lights off.
Towel down.
We didn't know. I was young, so I don't know.
When you're on your period.
Well, this is back when I was like 15. And
so this was her period, and she didn't know.
I don't know if it was her first period or she lost her virginity. I popped her cherry, but the thing was, like, I knew I took her virginity, but I guess I didn't pop it the first time. It was the second or third time or something. Like it was like the third time. It was like smoking weed for me. It took like 3 times for me to get it.
Wait, does it? I guess with some people there is blood your first period, but it's not gonna be like a lot of blood.
Like, no, it wasn't her first period. She wasn't 12, all right? I was fucking having sex with a 12-year-old. We were young, but she wasn't that young. You know what I mean? It was literally like I popped a cherry. And,
no, but when you pop someone's cherry, there's not gonna be a lot of blood. Like it's like a little bit.
No, there was a lot of blood. Are you saying she got her period and she didn't know? Like she just didn't know she did?
Like when you pop someone's cherry, I'm pretty sure there's not like a copious amount of blood. Like it's like a little bit.
It was like blood, like almost period blood. Like it was on my wife beater, on my boxers.
You go back to math class?
Somebody, no, it was in my bathroom in my house. I could, I was
I'm
just right in this house right here
Don't
downstairs.
show me that. Did you save the shirt? Disgusting.
Yeah.
No.
I saved the bathroom carpet. It's still there.
It's still there. Is it framed on your wall? Is it all
Nah, it's
Walmart?
framed on the floor. I have a little plaque next to it. Pop the chair.
I'm looking this up.
2002. Yeah, I think it was 2002. Yeah, I don't know. Period sex. Some girls like they smell weird, and then, like I guess I have a strong sense of smell. But sometimes, like when you go to after, like you go to the bathroom after a person.
Yeah.
And then, like, a lot in New York, they have a lot of, gender neutral bathrooms. So you'll go to,
You're going to bathroom.
girl, and you'd be like, oh, man, she's on her period. And you don't have to see nothing. You don't have to see no pads, nothing. But, like, me, I just be like, oh, she's on her period right now. And she needs to drink more water and not eat so much fried foods.
That's what I feel like when I go in a dude's bathroom and I'm like, there's pee on the walls. How did this happen?
No, but I mean the way it smells.
Yeah, dude's pee smells fucking gross.
I mean, yeah, if they're fucking, again, not drinking a lot of water and fucking doing a lot of coke and, I don't know, Molly shit. I don't know, doing a lot of drugs and eating trash food. Sometimes I'll eat like a bunch of garbage food, like, and I'll just, like, and I drink a lot of water and I'll pee. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck? Why the hell my pee smell like that? And I go drink like 2 bottles of water.
So you're just like huffing your pee after you go to the bathroom.
And just start eating kale for a week.
Dude,
I spent like $150 on like vitamins and like oils and shit. It works, man. It's been
What sort of oils?
Well, the new ones that I got it's from my favorite rapper, Styles P, the Ghost, from the Locks. Bad boy, Rough Rider. But yeah, he became a nutritionist and shit. And he put me on to wheatgrass. Like it was like on his Instagram, and they were like taking shots of it. And they're like, yo, this shit's like coffee. And it was true. That shit's like fucking coffee. It was stronger than coffee. And so now he has like a bunch of juice bars. He has 2 juice bars in the city. And then he has his website called Pharmacy for Life. And they sell like what's that shit called? Black sea moss, black sea oil, some other shit too, I forget. But it's like stuff like good, like the detox and shit. But like, yeah, a lot of people tell me good things about it. So that's why I spent $150 on this shit. And I gotta support,
So did you like research this stuff before you bought it to make sure?
Yeah, I did mad research. Because the thing was, I was hearing a lot about it before I saw that he was selling. I just knew him about the juice bars and stuff, and I was hearing about all these these minerals, whatever, from like different like I follow some health people, or I got cousins that are into that shit.
Listen
and they'll post about these things.
Everything.
Huh?
That you just listen to Joe Rogan and you're like, I'll try all of it.
Yeah. Literally, no, I'm lying. This is all from the Joe Rogan podcast. I was just trying to hide the fact that I'm lame. Shot for Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's the man. People shit on him, but he changed the comedy game for good.
He changed the podcast game.
He changed the podcast and the comedy game because, well, in LA, he changed the LA, but now you got New York comics trying to do what the LA people are doing.
You gotta do it.
Listen, sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I said you gotta do it differently though. Like, you can't just follow, New York can't just follow in LA's footsteps. You gotta like switch it up, because if you're just following people's footsteps, no one's gonna follow you. So they're already following the other people.
Well, New York's been biting off people's styles for the longest now. We had our own thing going for a while, and then we just started like biting off the South, biting off the West Coast. Like once Atlanta took over hip hop, or the South, then it was just like New York wanted to be like Atlanta rappers. And they wanted to be like West Coast rappers with Jim Jones and them trying to be Bloods and all that shit. And then it was just like, it was an identity crisis in New York. And now they're kind of finding themselves a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Social media changes that shit too. But I was listening to Chrissy D and Giannis Pappas, and they were talking Chrissy D. I was listening to the History Hyena podcast, and they were talking about how they were in LA, and they were chilling at they're like, oh, we're doing spots at the Comedy Store, but we're only there to get on people's podcasts. Like, we don't even care about the sets in LA. We just like, we want to do people's podcasts. He's like, I'd be sitting like he goes like, we go hang out at the comedy club to kill time and to get on people's podcasts.
Yep. When they were on?
They were on Bobby Lee's. I think they did Tiger Bellies, and then they did Fighter and the Kid. Yeah. Yeah, I think they did Jeremiah Wonders too.
Okay.
But like hearing that, right, and then like you see Mark Norman, another one. He talks about that in his podcast. Like, oh, I did this one and I did that podcast. Yeah. That because like literally that's because everybody. I look at it like this, right? Well, we got 2 people listening to us. If we say something like we promote something, that's 2 people that heard it, right? So that's 2 more people. Now you have people that have 10,000 followers on their podcast or 100,000 followers on their podcast, and they might not know who Mark Norman is or Giannis Pop is or any of these people, and they go on that podcast, and it might not be as big as Rogan or big as any of the other ones, but they got 10,000 people that don't know who you are who know who you are.
Well, that was like when Chrissy D went on Stiff Socks, which is Trevor Wallace, the White Claw dude.
Yeah.
He was like, I just want Trevor to post me on his Instagram so I can be reached to his like 1 million followers. And I was like, that's fucking smart, dude. I was like, all right. But like Chrissy D's been around longer than Trevor. And it was just like one of those like.
He's Andrew Schultz's. Like they've been around about the same time. Him and Andrew Schultz kind of came up. And Mark Norman, all them.
Andrew Schultz just had his new studio open up this week.
Mm-hmm.
And Giannis and Chrissy were there for like the promo video or whatever.
Oh, you better believe I'm gonna go over there and try to get like a job as a janitor. Like, yo, what's up, man?
We fucking walk.
I'll do an internship. Y'all clean for free.
Just let me watch you guys, please.
Let me just hang out.
You're friends.
But my breaks would be in the studios. Like I'm gonna eat while they're fucking doing the podcast. Well, I wish I had more time to go be a comedy fan. Like I'm in the best place for comedy fans because like last night I went and saw Mark Norman and Matthew Broussard for free at a bar show, just like because in between doing mics. It wasn't like I went out my way. It was in between. I did 2 mics, and then I went watched the show, hung out, met bumped into other comics I know, and then went to another mic, and the other, I think the 2 mics before cost me more than that show.
Like cost
was free. The show was free. I didn't buy a drink, and then the mics I had to buy a drink to perform. In the first one, I didn't have to, but then I did because my boy was bartending, and again I wanted to. So wait, I felt obligated to help him out. Huh?
You had to buy a drink to perform?
Some places you have to buy a drink and pay $5
to perform.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's New York comedy is expensive.
Shit. All right.
Comedy's expensive. Yeah, it's not easy. And then you add. Well, I mean, if you got a Metro card and you live in the city and taking the train, obviously it's but that's like it's almost like car insurance. So it's like $120 a month, but you're just not putting gas. It's just like having a car and it doesn't.
Not paying for it.
Yeah. But it's just less convenient. Way less convenient. But yeah, you just bounce around. Like, and I could there's like met plenty of other shows I could have just went a bunch of bars. I think Giannis Papas is going to be on that same show. He's going to be on it next week, I think, because it's a weekly show. And there's so many weekly shows that I mean, there's millions of people out here. And this one was like in a hotel, like it was like a fancy hotel, like not like a bougie. I don't know. I know it's like hipster, kind of modern, whatever. Okay. And it was like, 8 floors up, and you just had an ill view of the city. So you could see fucking Empire State Building on one side, and you see the fucking one World.
So how many people were in that show?
I didn't stay for this whole show, but there was probably like a good 50, 60 people in that bar.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Which in New York is a fucking great show because I've went to shows where there's like 4 or 5 people in the crowd and a lot of shows.
Sounds like a Birmingham show.
Yeah, literally, yeah. There's a lot of Birmingham shows in New York City.
Like 2 people.
If you don't know these gold mines of like these producers and comics that have like this email listing of all these people and they just they could just bring people out. There's people that could just fill up a room, and because of that, they're doing comedy in New York.
Yeah.
You know, and they know a lot of people, and you know, that some of them are funny. Some of the hosts, some are terrible, and you're just like, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
You know, but
All right.
it is what it is, though. You know what I mean? I love it. I respect the game. Those are usually the nicest people that I get along with them the best. These are other comics. It's just like ego thing. This is just like it's like funny. People act funny and shit. I feel like we should be talking about period sex and sugar daddies. It ends up in. Are you doing this? Because you're just like, you know what? I realized this whole sex topic was Gio's a bad idea. Hopefully he steers it into comedy, and I just let him fucking rant.
Just let him talk it that way. I just want to talk about sex anymore, man. Like,
Hopefully he talks himself down from the ledge.
But no, back to the period sex. Use a condom. You don't know this person. Put a towel down.
Yeah.
And then you're fine.
I think if I was drunk, I wouldn't care about any of it. I'm like, we'll, we'll burn the sheets.
You're like, my dick's getting wet anyway. It doesn't matter. Like,
it's getting wet.
Getting wet.
No condom. I'm nutting in you because we're all good.
No, because you can still get a chick pregnant if she's on her period.
But when's like the safe zone during the period? Isn't it like before or after?
I think it's like right after the period. I think.
Isn't it right after the period? She has like her new egg and she's like fertile.
I think it's I don't know. Just don't nut in girls at all. That's how you end up with kids, Gio. Just don't do it.
But if she's pregnant already.
Well, she's not like a dog. You can't get 2 litters of puppies pregnant. So I guess if she's already pregnant, you're fine.
Fun fact that you just learned yesterday.
I just learned yesterday.
I like how you used it right away.
Did. I go drop that knowledge on people. I'm gonna go get coffee, and as I'm getting my coffee, be like, "Hey, did you know that puppies could have litters from 2 baby daddies?" I till yesterday.
Yeah, see, we got a few people in there. Shout out to all you guys. All you guys.
Oh, people.
You guys are awesome. I think I waved at you too.
Why did you fucking wave at me?
You were there, and I didn't notice until after I already waved.
Like an awkward wave in public where you're waving back to someone, but they're waving to the person behind you, and you're like,
Oh no, you said bye to them, and then you go to say bye to them again. And you're like, oh.
You say bye, and then you both have to walk to the same parking deck because you park right next to each other. Yeah, those are fun. What was it?
Nervous tick I have sometimes. Speaking of nervous ticks, our next topic is sugar daddies.
How's that a nervous tick?
I don't know. I was just trying to make it seem like I had a transition or a segue or something.
I had no transition. That was awful work on.
Well, this is still episode 1. We still haven't thought of a name.
No. We need a name.
Well, I guess you can talk a little bit about yourself because I didn't really get to do the introduction. Didn't really get to tell them about your other podcast and.
My old podcast.
Yeah.
See? What? Do I have to fill out a Tinder profile right now? I don't want to do that. It's too much pressure.
All right, I'll do it for you. Okay. She is 5'4". She does anal on the first date, but not period sex. You have to be 6 feet tall, but you don't have to have 2 feet. Hey-oh! The red light.
Call me out for my exes. I see how it is, Gio.
Well, that was the red. Running the red light. I ran the red light a few times, man. I ran that red light a few times. I don't mind period sex. It's warmer. It's wetter. It's almost like having sex with a pregnant girl, but you can't get them pregnant, which is.
You can get someone pregnant on their period. We just talked about this.
No, you can't get them pregnant while they're pregnant.
Oh, while they're pregnant, yeah. But while they're on their period, you can get someone pregnant. It's very unlikely, but it can happen.
I mean, you can get somebody pregnant on birth control, so you can get somebody pregnant with a condom.
Yep. Nothing's 100%.
You're taking the chance either way.
The only thing that's 100% is the vacuum.
And anal.
No, it could find
drip down. It could cream pie
down
into your
area.
Yeah, it could just drip in.
Oh,
It
what
just
is it?
goes in. You just do like a reverse queef, and it pulls it in. Imagine that, like women's vaginas had like suction to them, like a air suction, like they could queef in the other direction. She's like thinking about it, like, oh, maybe I can do it. Were you like flexing your vagina walls while I was saying that? Like,
No, I was not flexing.
were you kegling? Were you doing the kegels?
I don't even. Okay, so I don't know what Kegels are.
I don't know either.
I know it's like an exercise, but like I don't know how you do it.
I kegel with my boner. I just pump my boner muscle. Put a towel on my boner and just. It's usually a hand towel, but.
Or a washcloth.
Washcloth, yeah. It's a sheet of toilet paper, just one little square sheet.
But it's still heavy for you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, so sugar daddies.
Yeah,
everybody. Let's switch over while nobody's watching.
Why did we come up with that topic?
There was a reason we came up with that. Oh yes, I saw a girl at an open mic, right? And she had a poem. Well, what I thought was a poem about sugar daddies was actually a contract that she gives to possible sugar daddies, right? And she had like a list of all the sugar types. Like, you know how there's like gay people have different types. Like there's like twinks and bears and lions and tigers. Bears, oh my! Huh?
There's different types of sugar daddies?
Yeah, she was like, there's sugar babies, there's sugar cousins, there's sugar dad. I don't know. I made that one up, I think.
Oh.
But
I did. So when you just somebody, have on holidays?
That's just somebody like you have sex with for money and then regret. That's somebody. That's a friend of a family. I don't know. I thought
they just send you money on your birthday and you just like send them a little winky face, like flash them every once in a while. And it's good. Yeah. Like a sugar uncle. It's great.
Sugar uncle, or sugar granddad. No, but there was like a different list. It was just like there's one where it's like there's some emotion, but they know it's business. But like when they're together, and then there's like different levels. There's like sugar something where they actually meet the family, or like they know the wife, or they don't know the wife, or it's just like little like different genders.
Like every scenario possible. Here's
every scenario, and there was a name for them, and it was in the contract. And like in the contract, she just said something about like, I don't do this on the first date. Don't expect me for this. Don't expect that. Like it was just like a bunch of. Huh?
You do period sex on the first date?
I shouldn't mention that, but that should be in there. That's one thing I would make sure my lawyers would check for, is to see that there's period sex on the first date.
Okay.
And then she had oh man, it was kind of like a clause with just like, she's like, if there is emotion involved, then maybe we could take it to like. She basically had like where it's like we could possibly date and just be like a regular couple.
Like you can pay me, but like if this starts going somewhere and you're hot enough and like I want to date you, I can make that happen. But you have to pay your dues first and buy me a purse.
Yes, where like she's just saying that there's room to catch feelings. You know what I mean? So she had like a lease with an option to buy type deal, like which is like you can just rent me out for now, but maybe you can own me one day, flat out, just own me. Like you bought me enough, you've done all this for me.
She's a car now,
huh?
I like that she's a car,
but I mean she has a contract on her pussy.
She's a car. Whoa.
And if I was the guy, I would be like, yo, let me see the Carfax. I want to know the Carfax. If I'm gonna rent this car, I want to see how many miles is on it. I want to see. I want to know the bodies on this.
Here's the thing. If you want to see the Carfax, she's got to see the Carfax. It's a two-way street.
Hey, listen, I'm putting my money. So.
She's giving
Well,
you
you're
like,
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But let's say that like sugar daddies usually, they're not, their body count's not usually that high.
it depends. It depends.
It depends on how much money they have. Yeah, the richer
Depends on
they are.
it depends
Yeah,
on how old they are. You
yeah, how
never.
old and rich they are. That is true.
I had a friend in college, and she was a sugar baby for a guy. And I remember like talking with her one night because she canceled plans with me and then like showed up at my dorm, and we were like hanging out. And I was like, I thought you had plans. She was like, oh no, his other sugar baby took him out. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, there's 3 of us. He just cycles through us. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, we all do different things. She was like, I don't have sex with them, but the other 2 will. And she was like, I just go places with them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would do that. Like, if I didn't have to have sex with somebody, fuck yeah, I'll hang out with you for money. Let's do this.
Rent a friend, baby. That's an app. Rent a friend.
No one wants to.
But like she said that, like she mentioned stuff like that. Like literally, she went through the whole spectrum of sugardom or the sugar, whatever it's called.
Man.
But like my thing is like, all right, honestly, like I want to know the Carfax, and I shouldn't have to because if you're willing to hang out with me for money, does it really matter? Are your morals that?
I mean, no, it's a business transaction. And in that case, it's a business transaction. She deserves to know where you've been to, just like you want to know where she's been. Honestly, I don't think you should be telling each other where you've been. As long as you're both clean, like, there's not a problem.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. That's jealousy.
I was just trying to work in a Carfax joke. Pussy facts.
Please tell me you followed up her set with a Carfax joke.
Yeah, that was kind of hacked too. That was terrible. I think that's been used before. Maybe not. Maybe.
Somebody's gonna use it now.
Yeah, I don't know. So what would be your price, right? Like for me, can I say for guys it's different.
Price was?
I'm trying to buy you right now.
No.
I'm trying to sugar you up, baby. No. All jokes aside, we're gonna keep the sexual harassment to a minimum on this podcast. She talked about it before. She's like, Jill, I'll do it with you. Just don't sexually harass me, all right?
Hashtag me too. Like, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's only doing this to fucking so I fail. It's like so she can bring shit up in the future. So do you see how he talked about my period?
Yeah. Hey, we're just friends, bro. This is a solid way to friend zone someone.
Damn, you don't have to friend zone me on like in the world. They can just still have that thing. Like, are they? Are they not? Are they not? You know what I mean?
No.
It can be ambiguous. No, that's. Anyways, we're getting besides the point, Natalia.
No, pricing. Okay.
Pricing, right? What would be? We're just like, okay. What would be the circumstances for you to be like, okay, I'll have sex with this guy just for money, but not like a prostitute, be a sugar baby.
Be a sugar baby.
Yeah. What would the guy have to be like? What would he have to make?
Like, unless I'm attracted to somebody, like I can't sleep with them. Like, not even for money. Like, it's just, like, I don't care. Like, I make my own money. I don't need yours. But, like.
But let's say you're hanging out. You're like, oh, I'll hang out with a guy for money. And you're chilling and you get a little drunk, right? Now you're tipsy.
There would still have to be attraction there for me to want to sleep with him.
But he makes you an offer you can't refuse while you're drunk. And you're just drunk
like,
now. And you're like, maybe
like, you'd be like,
free right now because I'm drunk.
$2 million cash.
Huh?
It was like $2 million cash and we could have sex.
Ain't no pussy worth $2 million. I'm sorry.
Well, then, like, it's not even like this.
All right, not $2 million, not $2 million, but $2,000 in cocaine.
Oh. Don't bring up my problems. Still no. Still a no.
So you're coked out, you're drunk. He's kind of attractive. Not really, but kind.
There's an attraction there. Then, like, there's an attraction there. But if there's no attraction, like, he's just some old, sleazy dude, like, I can't do that.
Why does he have to be old? Why can't he just be, like...
Sleazy? Just sleazy?
Sleazy, yeah.
I still, there has to be attraction there. Like, can you just fuck somebody that you're not attracted to? Exactly. Exactly. It's the same thing for me.
Well, I can have sex. I mean, it depends on how empty the bottle of Hennessy is. I think the deeper down into the bottle of Hennessy, it just.
Well, I mean, yeah, this, people
That's
get
why I
more.
don't drink Henny out in public. That's why if I'm out, I'm not drinking Hennessy. I'm doing this in the safety of my home where I know I'm going to go to sleep right after and take a nap.
Because you're going to end up with a cougar that's like 50.
I'm going to end up with a crackhead with one arm.
Oh, okay. Stop that shit.
No, but listen, right? I knew these crackheads, right? I knew these two crackhead ladies.
Uh-huh.
Best friends. Never left each other's side. Always smoked together. They always came to buy with me together. And the reason they never smoked without each other is because they were both missing their right arm. So one needed to light the pipe while the other one held it.
That's true friendship,
That's real friendship right there, man.
Real friendship, They went down together.
Drugs do make people bond. There is a bond with doing drugs with somebody. Because like a lot of people that I've done coke with in the past, it was just like this bond where every time we see each other, like, hey! And you can't make eye contact. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck, you remember.
They know what I did that one night when I went home with that crackhead.
With one arm.
With one arm.
I told them my life story.
Oh, God. Yeah, but no. How much for you? Like somebody, you're not attracted to him at all. Gross as shit. What would it be?
All right. So, like a girl that I wouldn't have sex with, right? It would have to be like a girl, let's say like a girl that I wouldn't have sex with sober.
Okay.
Or horny, because if I've gotten to a point where, like, when I was locked up, after a few months, man, it was like everything was looking good, man. Like, I was looking at, like, this old black lady who was just, like, almost dying. I was like, yo, I'll fuck the shit out of her, man. Like, anything. Like, everything just looked good.
Yeah.
That has a vagina. I would put my penis in that.
Okay.
Like 7 months in, I was just losing it. You know what I mean?
What was your age cutoff?
From when? My age, it changed throughout the years.
Same.
It kept getting younger. I'm joking.
Hang on, I gotta switch over to my phone. I gotta see if this works.
Screenshot. Don't mess up the interview now. All right, guys. We're having some technical difficulties right now. I don't know what Natalia did. I'm trying to clarify. I really don't want to end off on that joke. I really want to clarify what I meant. I seem like a creep. Damn it, Natalia. What are you doing? She picked up a phone call. Tisk. Fucking up. I had to add her. Yeah. I think it's almost.
Switch off. My iPad was dying.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
So you.
Yeah, what do you mean by cutoff? Like what? Like
age. What was how young would you go? How old would you go? Or how old would you go, and how young would you have gone?
Well, what's legal age?
Oh, you go that low? You go that low? Oh.
No. It'd be hard to date somebody under 21, like 18 to 21, because like you can't even get into some bars. And I'm like a comic who's in a lot of bars. Not that I would bring them to do comedy, but it's just like, hey, you want to come hang out? And it's like, the girl can't come in. She's not 21. I'm like, Gio, you're 33 years old, man. We fucking love you. Keep doing it. We fucking love you. You're a hero, Gio.
See, I can't date younger than me, period.
Huh?
I can't date younger than me, like, at all. Like, even, like, a month younger. I'm like, nah, can't do it. I feel like your mom.
Well, you've never even hooked up with a guy younger than you?
I met a guy that was, like, a year younger than me, and it was... I didn't enjoy it. The entire time, I'm like, I don't feel right. This is gross.
Yeah, right. Probably because it was just terrible. I bet you if he was laying that pipe down, you would forgot his age.
Yeah. Well, I think what it was I found out how old he was, like, right before, like, we've been seeing each other for a couple weeks. And I thought that he was my age. Like, I thought he was older than me. And then it was like, we're sitting on the couch. He tells me, he's like, oh, I think I was 24 at the time. He's like, yeah, I'm 21. And I was like, no.
Yeah. Well, you see, the thing with the age thing with me, right?
Yeah.
How old do you think I look, right? Like, I look like, do I look 33? Be honest. Go jokes aside. Do I look 33?
I can't tell age. Like, you look like you're probably like 30.
All right, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. That's not what most people think, you know?
So what do most people think? They think you're 17?
No, they think I'm in my mid-20s, early 20s, you know?
Okay.
A lot of people, maybe it's just because I act younger. Maybe I'm immature.
You have full
I still live with my parents, maybe. Because I drive a Prius. I don't know.
I have a Prius and I live with my mom.
They think I'm a millennial. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Guy's fucking 90s baby. But all right, my whole point is, I don't feel like I look my age. A lot of people don't think I look my age.
Okay.
And when I'm around certain girls that are my age, they always look older than me.
Okay.
It is what it is sometimes. You know, sometimes no, but most times, most girls, like a lot of girls that I went to high school with, look like they could be my mom now.
Well, that's because girls mature faster than guys because we have to put up with so much shit from guys our age.
I mean, we could just say it's biological. You know,
Yeah.
you guys start maturing earlier than us. So you guys mature earlier than us, you know? But also, I think it's makeup. I think it's all these beauty products that women use, and you guys are not realizing it. Because when I met a lot of women, like Catholic or very Protestant, like women that didn't use makeup, all of them had like that young-looking face, and it took me a while to realize, like, why do they look different? Like, they're not cute, but you know, they're cute, they're pretty, but like, it's something different about them that I'm not really liking. And it was just, I'm so used to New York, you know, where girls, you know, wear the makeup and they, you know, they know the optical illusions and all that shit.
And paint their faces.
Yeah, they use all these chemicals and then they cover, they just block their pores.
It fucks up your face, man. I don't wear makeup. Like, my mom wouldn't let me growing up, and like now I'm just too lazy to figure out how to put it on. But like, I've run into girls that I went to school with that like that I know have worn makeup since we were in like middle school, high school. And I'm like, your skin looks like shit, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking chemicals. It's nothing that you're not putting anything natural. You're putting little fucking chemicals on your face and leaving it on there, and it just absorbing into your skin, and you're not letting your skin be itself and breathe. You know what I mean? You gotta let your skin find itself. It's its own organ. You know what I mean? I say this while I destroy my fucking liver.
You drink yourself to death at 9 a.m. in the morning.
Hey, listen, it's noon out here.
Noon out here.
And I'm not gonna drink all day. I had this bottle since I left Alabama, so.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
It's just been sitting in my room.
She didn't answer my question. How much?
What's my age cutoff?
What's your age cutoff? Youngest to oldest, like right now. What's your youngest age cutoff?
Right now, I think it would have to be between 21 and 22. Between 21 and 22.
That's like the youngest and the oldest that you'll date is 21.
The youngest is 21, oldest is 22.
Okay. So you got like a very small section to date out of. Okay.
No. I think maybe 28. But then again, like I don't know. I don't want to put like.
You don't want to date someone that's your age?
I don't think I want to go younger than 21 because the whole, you can't even get to a bar. That's not to say that I won't meet like a 20-year-old and be like, oh, she's the one. Her tits haven't fallen yet.
If it works, it works.
Yeah, if it works, it works. But like when a girl, like when I hear, I'm like, oh, how old are you? You hear 20? It's kind of like, I get like, but I still, hey, we could be friends till then.
Are there 18 and up bars in New York?
It's not Canada. Oh, there's bars that you can get in.
You get in at 18.
Serve you drinks.
Yeah, they'll put a big X on your hand. You walk around like a loser.
Yeah, or they just they check you at the bar. You walk right in and they won't check you till you get to the bar. And then you got a lot of bars where they check you before you go in. Okay. Those are the ones where they don't, you're not allowed in unless you're 20. Well, at least the ones that I'm usually going to. I like that. But yeah, like it's like because I could talk to a girl who's my age, who would be 32.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my daughter's mother was like 6 months younger than me. It was not
Yeah.
a big age gap. We were 19 though, so it was, I don't think
Okay,
I was
so
any younger.
what would be the oldest now?
I mean, I think I would probably stop like right before they're eligible to get into a retirement home.
Okay, so like 90.
90, 80, maybe 60 if they're white. You know what I mean? They usually
Don't want to break a hip, you know.
early. Yeah. I like the bend a bitch.
Oh God.
No, I don't know. It's like, does she have a lot of money? Is that
Okay?
a
So
factor?
in your case, it would be a sugar mama.
Sugar
Like
mama. Yeah.
what would, like, she's not attractive.
She has to be for me to have a sugar mama. She has to be a 6 or 7 or
But
6.
here's the thing, like a lot of like,
Maybe a 5, maybe a 5. She could be a 3 in the face if her body's banged. Like she has an amazing body.
But if she's got an amazing body, why would she be a sugar mama? Like she just go find a husband.
That's true. All right, so she has to have a decent body, an okay body, not too like.
All right,
she can't look like a twig.
All.
She can't look like a twig and then look like freaking Popeye in the face. You know what I mean? She has to.
But what if she did? What would your price be?
No, it's different for guys. We're not like that. We're not built like that.
No, it's the same. What would your price be?
Men are not whores.
How is it different? Fuck you.
Man, shit. We have dignity and pride and
really
honor.
Really? I'm from Alabama. My first time I saw a dude fucking something was some kid at the back of the baseball field fucking a dead squirrel, and I was like, "The fuck is going on there?" And then they scooted all of the girls off of the field. I don't
believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that?
No.
I will call my old baseball coach right now.
He's gonna think you're setting him up.
Wait,
are you recording this?
Oh my God. No, guys are gross. Y'all fuck anything.
Yeah, that's why we won't. That's why sugar mamas don't work, because we'll be stupid. We'll fuck them for free. We'll give away the milk for free when they could have bought the cow.
That's why sugar mamas go after like hot guys. So I guess it wouldn't apply to you.
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah.
I've never. I do have an elderly fan. I do this show in Astoria, right? Mm-hmm. I was on 2. I was on the first 2. I'm on the 3rd one, but I killed the first. I killed the first time. Killed the second time. Mm-hmm. And she came up to me and was being very flirty, right?
Yeah.
And I could tell when somebody's older and they're just being nice. She was being flirty.
So she's a cougar, and she was going after you.
But she looked like a grandmother, though.
She's a cougar, and she was going after you.
She had a fur coat, too.
She was an old cougar wearing the skins of a dead animal going after you.
And she lived in a nice part of Queens.
Mm. And you didn't tap that.
Well,
you had an opportunity to have a sugar mama, and you threw it away.
Well, this is the thing, right? I already had another sugar mama there, and I feel like there was a conflict.
How did you have another sugar mama?
It's a joke. But she kind of got really flirty and touchy, and I was like, maybe, I don't know. Just to say I did it.
You get her phone number. We could call her now and see how much she would pay you.
She followed me on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And she's probably gonna be there the next show, and I might try to go home with her.
I need you to go home with her to see, 1, what her house looks like, 2, to see how much you're gonna get paid.
If there's not a lot of cats there.
It's for research.
Research.
It's for research. Do it for the podcast. It's for research.
But like this is what I'm scared of, right? A woman that age is probably experienced, and I'm scared I might like it. Like she might just turn me out, and then I could only date older sluts.
Yeah. See, that's what I thought, dating older guys, but I've always been disappointed. So.
Yeah, but guys, the thing is, like, this is shit, right? Mm-hmm. This is what I realized. Girls won't tell a guy that they suck.
Yes, I will. I
To
will
the
stop
face.
sex halfway through and leave if it sucks. Be like, no, neither of us are finishing. I'm going home. I've done
All right.
that before.
So did that help him?
No, but I didn't see him again.
Did that help him? No.
No.
You could have
Well,
told
no.
him what he
Here's
was
the thing.
doing
Here's the thing.
wrong. You could
If
have
I'm
told him what
giving
he was
you
doing wrong.
instruction and you're not listening to me, if you're just not listening to me, you're not taking any of the hints I give you, and I'm like, if I flat out tell you what to do and you don't do it, and you keep fucking up, like
Right.
there reaches a point for me where I'm like, no, I'm done. Have a nice night.
So you're a girl who will be verbal, like, nah,
Yeah.
you know, use your finger, put this finger
I
in my
will
ass.
tell you what to do, but if you don't do what I tell you to do, and you continue to ignore me,
So you're bossy during sex. That's
I'm not bossy. Like, I'll let you do what you want to do, but then, like, if it's not working for me, I'll be like, hey, can we try this? Do it this way. And if you don't listen, and it's like, if I'm not enjoying myself, I'm not just gonna lay there and let you finish. Like, that's not how this works. It's a two-way street. Like, you're not coming if I'm not coming. I'm gonna go home.
So what if he comes mad quick and it's over? That's it. Too bad.
Then I'm gonna get up, go home, or I'm gonna kick him out of my house. Be like, have a good one. Like, there is no round two. Like, you disappointed. First impressions are everything.
So now he puts it down, right? Like, he does decent the first
Okay.
time.
Okay.
But you see a room for improvement. Are you the type of like, no, do this, I like that, like?
I'll be like, yeah, like, so, like, if it goes like decently the first time and there's like a round two later, I'll be like, hey, do this time. I'm not sitting there with like a whip just being like, do what I said. Like, no.
Yeah, right. So like that comes in after. That's down the line.
No. But no, like, you gotta. I'm not a pushover when it comes to that. I wasn't when I was younger. Like, I used to just be like, oh, it's fine, whatever. Like, girls don't really come. That's a myth. But now that I'm older, I'm like, no, like, if I'm putting in the work, you're gonna put in the work. And that's how it goes.
There you go, man. She's bossy. No pressure. If you ever find yourself going in between Natalia's legs, in betwixt,
she
Natalia's
will kick
legs,
you out.
and you're not putting it down, she will kick you out of the house.
Yeah.
And never sleep with you again. And they will learn nothing from that.
I mean, like, they will learn. Like, if I told you, like, you're doing it wrong, do it this way, and you're choosing to ignore me, like, that's your fault. Like, you'll learn to listen next time.
But maybe there are some guys that just really don't care what women, like, if women.
And then that's fine. Then I don't want to be sleeping with you.
Yeah. That's the thing. I guess like that's when I realized. I think I got to a certain age and I was just like, oh, I didn't care. I was like, oh, I'm gonna nut. I'm gonna go. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna fucking explode my brain trying not to have.
I'm not gonna put in effort when I don't intend to see you again. And the thing is, like, I'm older. I pick up on that now, and I'm like, I'm good.
Well, I plan on seeing them again, but again when I was horny in the future.
Yeah. Again,
you know?
when you were horny halfway through a bottle of Hennessy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to be halfway through because
Can we
if
get
it was
these
gone,
one-armed
if it was
ladies
completely
on
gone,
the-
I'm not even gonna be able to function. I'm gonna have to hit it raw. I'm gonna probably nut inside the girl. So.
And then you're gonna have to deal with that shit later with two one-armed crackheads walking around saying they're pregnant.
Yeah. They got and a total of 3 arms on each person. 2 babies. She got 3 arms now.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, she has 1. The baby has 2.
Oh, okay.
3 arms.
But you're saying the baby was gonna have 3 arms. I'm like, that is not how that works.
She's gonna be missing an arm. It works like that in X-Men. No, I don't know. That didn't make sense.
No, it didn't. So you have no price for a sugar mama.
Ah, man, like if I can live like good, and she's like, just do you. I pay your bills. I give you a car. Like, you don't have to worry about nothing. Just whenever she's horny, I gotta be there. Yeah, there's no price. Just take care of me. Just make sure I don't have no bills and give me an allowance. I'll be a sure and just do comedy. Listen, my goal is to find a sugar mama to support me until I can get a job in comedy that can support me. So that's my
See,
first goal. Never mind getting a writing gig that's gonna pay me lots of money during the week. I want to get a sugar mama.
well, it sounds like you have one in Astoria that's going to be there next.
We on part two. Part two, man. I had to start it over. Thank God I was screen recording it, so I don't have to edit this shit at all. I'm gonna wait for her to get back on, and I'm gonna wrap this up. I feel like I'm gonna wait for her to get back in. I'm gonna have to send it to her. She's slacking, getting back in here. But yeah, basically where we left off was we were talking about sugar mamas, what my price was. Hold on, here we go. What my price was for me to be with a sugar mama, and I just basically said she just takes care of me.
What did
No
you do?
bill. It ended. It ends after an hour, and I lost track of time. That's my fault. I wasn't like checking up on
You
it.
weren't staying on top of it. Got it.
Slacking. I was slacking.
All right. So your price. So she's paying for everything, and you just have to sleep with her on occasion. Like how? What if it's like every day though? What if it's like twice a day, and then on her lunch breaks like 3
That's
days?
a sex slave. That's not sugar mama. That's a sex slave.
That's the same thing. It's the same thing.
No.
No, because if she's paying for stuff, you get to live your life, but you have to be like on a schedule for her. So like mornings, lunchtime.
Well, let's say she's older and she's not as horny.
No,
that's not true. They get horny.
Women get hornier as they get older.
Well, I would hope not, because then that means she's spreading her wealth thin. I was like, oh, I hope she had other sugar babies, but then that means she would have to take care of them too.
No. So you would want it to just be you. You've got to take care of business. It's like a full-time job. You're a prostitute now.
Once a day maybe.
Okay.
Like early morning when I'm like my horniest. I just start off my day, just pop, 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 and then I'm out. Do some open mics.
See, if I had to have a sugar daddy that like paid my bills, took me on vacations, all that sort of stuff, I would have it set up to where like whenever I knew he was in the mood, because he's going to be older, so he's not going to want to have sex as much, I would just have, I would just drug him, you know, give him a little Xanny, a little glass of wine. He'll pass out in the morning. He'll be like, man, last night was great. And he's like, was it? I'd be like, yeah, you were so good. All in all, like 4 years in, I've never had sex with him. Like, that's how I could do a sugar baby.
That's how you can become a criminal, just like Bill Cosby. That's how you become.
No,
that's how you go to jail.
There's no sex. It's just
You're
I'm
drugging
not
him.
coming out.
You're doing work. What you're doing is worse.
He's going 99. How is that worse?
Bill Cosby was drugging him and having sex with them. You're drugging him and giving him blue balls.
No, he doesn't. No, he's old. He's senile. He's not having to take Viagra. It's fine.
He's gonna wake up with a boner still and be like, "What happened?"
No, because I don't let him take the Viagra. Like I just switch out the Viagra for a Xanny, then I follow it up with a glass of wine, and he passes out. Yeah, smart.
Crush would be like, "Yeah, I crushed up this
Viagra
and put it in the applesauce for you, babe," but it's actually
a Xanny.
A Xanny.
And then he just passes out. I don't have to sleep with him.
And then when he dies, when he overdoses, and they do the toxicity
He's
report,
not gonna overdose.
And they're like, "Oh, why did this 80-year-old billionaire die?" I don't know. Let's ask his 22-year-old hot girlfriend.
No, no.
Natalia, what happened? I don't know. I gave him a Viagra and he died.
Viagra and he passed out.
Oh,
There's
really?
no Viagra in his system. I must have been Danny. My bad. Are they not the same? I can play dumb. It's fine. I'll inherit all of his fortune. His family will hate me because all his kids are like 10 years older than me. It'll be great.
You know what people don't realize, right?
What?
The perfect girl to date is a girl who's dating a rich old guy.
See, no. So when I worked at a Tilted Kilt, there were a couple girls that had sugar daddies, but they also had boyfriends.
Right.
And I remember asking, there was like one guy that came and sat at the bar, and his girlfriend was like, she was dealing with her sugar daddy like on the patio, and I was bartending, and he was sitting there, and I was like, how does this work for you? And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, because he knew. I was like, how does this work? How do you feel knowing your girlfriend's getting boned by that old dude on the patio? And he was like, I just don't think about it. And I was like, okay. And I was like, does it not bother you? And he was like, I don't like it. And he's like,
What a
but
cuck.
he paid for our trip to like Mexico last year. And I was like, oh, so you go on the trips too? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's weird. That's weird.
See, I would date like this one of these Anna Nicole Smith type of chicks who they dating this rich old guy who's like got one leg, you know, out of this planet and is ready to go. And I'm just saying,
So you
baby,
just hop in.
on, just keep wiping his drool. You know, I'll be there on the side giving him massages. Like, baby, you know, it's just you got to clean shits once in a while when the nurse is not there. It's only when the nurse is not there. The nurse is there most of the time. So it's only late at night when he shits himself at night. You can get through it. Don't worry about it. So what he throws up during sex and he had a heart attack one time while he was eating you out. But we're going to get through this.
I feel like when
just
you
think
get
about
age,
that.
She's not getting laid anymore, so it's not a problem.
Keep making his kids, him hate his kids. Just keep doing that. Keep making
your changed to get your name changed.
Yes, marry him. You know, you guys are married. You're good. You're good. Just keep going, babe. I'm here with you when he dies. We're going. I'm there for you. We're gonna be laughing about this in the future, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna get drunk and throw it in your face sometimes when I'm angry and insecure and call you a whore. But
like,
that doesn't matter. We're gonna be rich. We're gonna be rich, and we're gonna have our own villa in the fucking in the middle of nowhere in Dominican Republic, and we're gonna be all right. We're gonna get through it.
You as a guy could do that as well. Like, you could find some old cougar and like do it that way.
I ain't fucking no old pussy for the money. I'm sorry, I can't. That's disgusting. Anybody who do that is just a kind of fucking person does that. Sex with old people for money. Disgusting. Holy shit. No, hell no. What I look like? Hell no. I probably wouldn't even have sex with her like for at least 2-3 days after she's done.
Well, I don't feel like in these situations are you act as like is the it's like
I don't even
the
like drinking on
deathbed, you're not having sex with him.
I don't even like drinking out of a cup after an old person.
Okay. Where do you drink it out of the same cup as an old person? Just like go hang out at the old folks' home?
Like my grandparents, like if my grandmother drank out of a cup, I'm not drinking out of it.
Does she not have her own cup? Can you not?
Like, let's say, you know how like you give it, hey, you know, take a sip and blah blah blah. And then...
No. I get my own cup because I'm an adult and I don't need to drink after other people.
Well, I know you have herpes and you don't want to pass it on. So
I don't have herpes. I'm afraid of getting herpes. No, I drank after my sister one time and then got mono. Never again. I don't drink after people. I don't.
I drink
like occasionally, like with friends, like at bars, like if I want to try something, but like if they've got a straw, like I'll drink off this like the side of the cup.
Yeah, but if you drink out of the cup and you get mono, you drink out of the straw, you get stereo.
What?
Mono, stereo. Mono,
no.
Stereo. I know.
No.
It's a radio joke. It's a radio joke for people out there. Was that too bad? And whoever just came in right now was just like, what the fuck? They just looked at you
what
like,
the fuck is going on here?
What is going on here?
Talk about old people, fucking old people and drinking after people? What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, I won't drink after an old person. I think this is something I had when I was younger. I don't think I have it, but I don't drink after. I don't care anymore.
Okay, so you have a price, and it's none because you won't sleep with people for money.
No.
Unless she's paying your bills and not sleeping with anyone else.
Like she has to
be old girlfriend is what you want.
I have to she has to be rapper level of willing to spend money on me, like trick on me, like yo, I got you this, like have me laced up, yo, here this car's for you, here's this chain. Where she got me looking fresh and good and gives me an allowance to do what I want.
Okay. That's
my price. Take care of me. I want to live carefree and, you know, do my comedy, come home, lick her old twat, you know, for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Blow her back out for 10. And then go back out, you know, and then go go back out in my my fucking Porsche Cayenne truck.
Okay.
Pepsi Blue, and then, you know, go pick up some young chicks at the bar. You know,
so you have to be able to still like date around. That's like one of your requirements.
I mean, she's not gonna know. Whether or not if she says no, I have to just fuck with her. I'm still gonna.
So it should be like, fuck it. Like, this isn't the real thing. You're paying me. I'll do what I want.
Yeah. I'm just
Got
basically a full-time whore. I'm just full-time whore. Okay. I don't know how true this is. I don't know.
So you need to type up a contract. So next time,
I gotta get that girl.
You can be like, here's my sugar baby contract, sugar mama. Like, here you go.
I gotta find. I gotta find that girl again. I'm gonna go back to that mic and hopefully she's
just look
there.
for it.
And I'm like, yo, can I please get a copy of that contract? Like, can I please? Like, no, I'm not gonna sign it. I just want to read it and I want to show people. And I'm not gonna tell her. I don't want to tell her it was just a joke. She might think because I made fun of it on stage. She might think, well, you only want to make fun of it. And then to her, that's her livelihood. I'm making fun of her livelihood.
Dude, I don't see anything wrong with it, honestly. Like, if you can morally do it, like, I'm there for it. Like, honestly, if I had enough daddy issues, I would. But I can't sleep with somebody for money. I can't do it.
How about for Bitcoins?
Same thing, no. Like, if you just, like...
How about for Nintendo Switch credits?
No. Like, if he's, like, old and I can, like I said, like, pop his Zanny in his wine and be like, last night was great. Then, like, yeah, but, like, even that, you gotta, like, worry. I don't want to have to sleep with somebody to get paid. I've got a job. That's how I make my money.
You sleep with your boss?
Huh?
Do you sleep with your boss?
I don't sleep with my boss. I am my boss.
You masturbate a lot? You sleep with yourself?
I guess you could say that I sleep with myself then. There you go. That's not how I get my paycheck.
Go fuck yourself. I wanted to try to keep it within an hour, but this was such a
fucked that up.
Yeah, we went over a little bit. Yeah. I also meant to put a timer to keep tabs, but then I forgot. But I did screen record it, so I don't have to deal with that shit later. I'm just gonna chop it up and upload it in YouTube, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
Did you figure out a name?
Huh?
Did you figure out a name for this? We could just call it Sugar Babies. Oh, it'd be so cute.
Sugar
You're thinking about it. You're thinking about it.
The Sugar Family.
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right. No, well, because we're on this is the episode. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about different stuff.
Yeah, but we gotta come up with a podcast name. That's what this is.
Or we could our thing could be like, we don't have a name yet.
The Girl with No Name.
The Podcast with No Name.
There you go.
This podcast has no name. That's too much. That's too much to search.
Too long.
It's nameless.
We could like abbreviate it, just like The Fighter and the Kid.
The Fighter and the Kid. 5 words. What were we gonna name it? This podcast. Wait, this podcast has no name.
Or The Podcast with No Name. That's 5.
This podcast.
The podcast.
Podcast has no name because it's like a girl has no name.
Okay.
Podcast has no name.
There you go. Done. Figured it out.
So we're gonna go with that. A podcast has no name.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll think on it.
I'm gonna see how it looks in text. A podcast has no name.
All right.
A pitcast has no name.
What the pitcast? Come on, Gio, get it right.
There we go.
No, hang on. Let me type this.
We got it, actually.
No, the podcast with no name. There you go.
A podcast has no name. No, because he doesn't say the girl has no name. He says a girl. A girl has no name.
Okay.
Yeah, podcast has no name. Frame per second comedy. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so that's it. Oh, that's perfect. A podcast has no name. Podcast. Yeah, but isn't that having podcast? A show has no name. Should we do a show has no name? Podcast?
I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
A boy has no name. A girl has no name. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I think the podcast with no name has no name. With no name. The podcast with no name.
Okay.
The girl with no name.
And we're just gonna do this at like 9 a.m. on what is this? Is Thursday or is it Friday? Thursday. When everyone else is at work. It's gonna be great.
Or we could try it on the weekend next week just to see if we get more people in here.
I'll be in Atlanta next weekend.
We'll figure something out.
I don't know. I can do it while I was driving.
No, it sucks when you're in the car because it loses stuff. But yo, follow my new co-host Natalia Hawthorne. Let me see if I can. Oh wait, here I'm gonna pin her.
You're gonna what?
In comment, I'm gonna pin you.
Okay.
So they see that's her name. Follow her. Damn, to see my fucking dirty room. Yeah, follow her. Follow me. I do Loudmouth Live. Also, I'm getting back into that. I took a little break because I was on the road and I was having technical difficulties uploading. But yeah, maybe I'll let her talk next time. What do you guys think? Like, subscribe, and share, whatever the fuck. Share, like, and subscribe. All that good shit. And,
send me all the DMs. It'll be great.
Dick pics, all the Natalia.
I will draw on them and send them back to you.
And every week we're gonna pick the top 3 ones and discuss them on the podcast. We're gonna print them out and discuss them. Yes. And give a shout out.
I'm gonna draw faces on them. I'll make them in little characters. It'll be adorable.
It's arts and crafts week next. Hey man, but thank you for tuning in. We're talking to ourselves right now, but to the thousands and thousands of people that are watching this later on.
People.
All the thousands and thousands of people that watch this later on. Thank you guys. Peace out, love.
Bye.
And that's that, man. Loudmouth Live presents a podcast has no name.